Hello and welcome to Power Rangers Project Squadron. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. Today, we're going to march the Galactic Path. This special 4-part miniseries where did it go? Okay. This special 4-part miniseries tells the tale of the mysterious Rangers way on out in the Centauri sector. Centauri sector is approximately a million light years away from our own. Deep in the heart of the Centauri sector lies a very strange planet. And this is where the story of the Galactic Path begins. Deep in the heart of the Centauri sector, right smack dab in the Artemis cluster, is a small system consisting of 5 planets, only one of which is capable of housing life. This planet is Gotov 5. This desert planet has become a hub. A hub for intergalactic trade throughout the Centauri sector. It's also where our story starts. On Gotov 5, there is a certain spaceport, and this is where our story opens. 5 young explorers from different sectors, from different galaxies, have all come to meet a certain benefactor. We'll go around the table and have each of you introduce your characters. Let's start with Telex.
I am Telex, a Thorosean, and I more or less wander and make people feel really good about themselves with my various antics.
Then we'll go to S10.
I'm S10. I'm an android, and picture any generic sci-fi robot, and that's probably how I'll be.
Then we've got Chalad. Chalad. There we go. Sorry.
I don't blame you. Yes, I am Shalad from the from a faraway planet. My specific race of creature, specific race of are the fuck, I can't even pronounce my alien race name. The prefix of it is essentially QT, and hyper intelligent beings, typically not known to be combat oriented.
Very good.
I, however, have like some pieces of scars.
And we've got the indomitable Hux.
I am Hux. His species is called the Rotarans. They're typically known to be politicians, that sort of thing. However, Hux is specifically a swordsman, which is not common, but not unheard of either.
And last but not least, we have Atamar.
Good evening. I am playing Atamar, a reptilian hunter.
Atamar, we're going to open with you. The port is busy.
Yes, sir.
We're going to open with you as the port is incredibly busy. You see people, but it's bustling everywhere. As you kind of get off the ship, you look over and you see someone basically holding a sign saying Atamar, and this is a really well dressed guy. He's of a species similar to Syrians, but not super common in this sector, but not completely unheard of. His dog face seems to be not enjoying this heat of this planet, but his reptile-like skin is basically protecting him. You see, he's holding it out and he goes, "Ah, Atamar."
I approach.
You're the last to arrive. Everyone else is already here. This way. The job. We'll take you to the boss, and he'll tell you what the job is. He leads you through the doorway and down the hallway. You enter. You end up going in, and you sit down. And beside you, there are 4 other people. A Thorosean. You see what you're pretty sure this guy's a robot, like very clearly modeled after a human, but this guy's a robot. He's got like little metal pieces kind of attached to him a little bit. And you can kind of see the skeletal structure sticking out, and somebody did not make the skin casing super thin or super strong. And then there's a Thorosean, really rare in this sector. Really, really rare out here. Usually, if they're here, it's usually for they did something wrong, kind of thing. Don't like to leave their planet all that much. The odd wanderer here and there, but not a race you would see typically, especially on Gotov, where there's pretty much nothing but trade. And finally, as you sit down, there's both Hux and Vlad. Hux you've known for some time. You and he have worked several jobs historically. Usually these jobs are just entail delving into ruins, which is why you get called. But the newcomers are definitely weird. So as you sit down and you see your old friend, what do you do?
Hux would nod in acknowledgement to Atamar and then kind of look at the other 3. And he says, "Atamar, my good friend, it's been quite some time since I've seen you. How have you been?"
Going good. Done a few jobs. Kind of been asked to asked to do a contract. Well, specifically requested. Also, so glad
Have
to
you been told
see a.
specifics?
Come again?
Have you been told specifics? I was told that this was a one-person job, yet I see 5 people. Yet I see 5 of us here.
I was told that I would receive the specifics during meeting the benefactor here. That
As was I. Perhaps the main job he requires needs only one, and the rest are here to support. Speaking of which, you 3, I don't know you. Who are each of you?
Shalad kind of perks up and says, I'm Shalad. To be honest, I was just picked off on the random street. I was just walking by through the marketplace, and then the person just went, "You over there, come here," and so I followed.
Okay, that is very, very fascinating. What about you? As he points to Telex.
Oh, I was plying my trade on the streets, and unfortunately, someone took offense to how I look, and well, I ended up here. I don't exactly know why he took offense to me. It's the eyes. Some people are unnerved by their solid color. His eyes are currently a bright purple.
I see. You were the rare one, right? Out of character. You were the one that's like super rare.
Yes, I'm the rare one.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's very bizarre for a Thorosean to be out in this cluster.
Got you.
They tend to stay more on the political worlds where there's going to be a lot of theater. Thorosians as a species tend to be more entertaining and
Got you. Little far from home, don't you think?
No. I go wherever I think people will need some cheering up. Goat 5 is definitely one of those that could use a little merriment.
well, you're not wrong there. A man walks through the door. This huge, solid frame. He's got fur kind of lining his skin. He's got the face of an ape. Hux Atamar, you know this man as Primus. It's how he tells you to pronounce his name. He says he wouldn't be able to. Most species can't even pronounce it with their tongue because his species tends to speak straight telepathically, so they have to give themselves names afterwards. And he goes, Hux, Atamar, good to see you, friends.
Likewise.
I nod my head.
Telex, this is the gentleman who plucked you off the street. Basically lifted you and just dragged you here. He just kind of brought you with him.
I'm very much happy to come and entertain people wherever I'm needed. You didn't have to literally pick me up by the scruff of my neck and plop me down here.
I brought each of you this time because you are all in possession of one unique item each. Including you, S10, although yours, presently, might be tucked inside that little brain of yours and we'll have to get it out.
I assure you, you may not need to forcefully remove anything. I can comply if needed.
Then remove the constellation disk.
That I can't do.
That's why I need you to take it out. We have a replacement to act as your power source. We'll be taking you in this afternoon. In fact, this new power source will work a little bit better than your constellation disk. Do each of
be
you?
somewhat. Oh, sorry.
Each of you should have one of these constellation discs. And he holds up a data pad and projects them. And they're small discs with a symbol on them. And each of you have had them your entire lives. They're essentially family heirlooms for each of you. S10 being the only exception. I'm sure you recognize these.
Oh yeah, that. He flicks his wrist, and it just appears in his fingers. This little trinket. Grandmother never really told me what it was.
They're incredible power sources.
So I
How many
shouldn't
are
try
there?
flipping it.
Primary, there are only 5. There are secondary discs. It's about 10 of those. I'm in possession of one of the secondary discs. And he holds up another one, and it's got the symbol of a Pegasus on it.
It's funny. My father always told me these were just trinkets, things passed along from one family to another. They had no meaning beyond what you give them.
If that were really true, do you think he also would have told you never to let it go?
I don't suppose he would, no.
And did he do that?
Oh, never let it go. In fact, as I'm sure you guessed, I have it on me right now.
I know. Mark my surprise when the ruins where these things came from were unearthed here on Gotov. And the 5 of you also happened to be here. That can't be a coincidence. Atamar, you were both already in the cluster. Calling you over here took a matter of hours. Where were you? Were you over on 4 doing some mining or something?
There's a company trying to unearth ruins on 4, and I've tried to get hired as security with them. No luck so far on that front, but seems I might not need to pursue that venture.
No. Those ruins are problematic at best. I'd like to take you to these ruins. I'd like to show you where your family's trinkets come from. Are any of you against this?
Well, I'm not much of a ruin exploration expert or anything. I entertain, and that's my primary goal in life. I'm sure that he points to Atamar Hux. You are well aware that these 2 would be more likely for that, given conversations I've heard so far. But I don't think I have much of a choice in the matter of going or not.
No, you do not. You broke 12 Gotov 5 laws. I could throw you in jail today.
I swear that dance was completely harmless. And how was I to know that juggling those balls was actually breaking 3 rules? They were just shiny. I thought they would entertain the children.
Yeah. They're metal. On a desert planet.
At least I didn't drop them.
Hutch just kind of face palms.
They think you want to drop metal balls on Goobar eggs.
No, the last thing I dropped on something that was rather goo-like. It was actually a book. Trust me, you don't want to do that. They were very annoyed with me.
Yes. Yes, we were.
As my species are of archivists of some sort, I would definitely like to come.
You'll find no objections on my front.
If nothing else, this can prove a fruitful endeavor for new knowledge, so I agree.
Well, S10, perhaps we should get to that surgery then. Your new power source will be this constellation disk. Give me a sec, guys. This is my roommate who's in jail right now. We'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, folks. We came right back. S10, you were led down the hallway a little bit, and there's basically there's essentially a bed, and there's another robot there. The whole surgery takes about 20 minutes. He basically just shuts you down, replaces one disc for the other, and when you wake up, you feel like your power levels tended to stay at about 85%. Now you're actually at 100 for whatever reason. And the disc is, and when you do power back up, you are handed the disc, and it says, "Don't lose that."
I won't.
Dr. Adrian entrusted you to me, so I promised to keep you safe, and that I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to keep that promise.
What are you talking about?
Your creator, Dr. Adrian, is the one who unearthed the ruins several years ago. Well, we just discovered a new section, along with 2 new constellation discs. and several other devices that look like you insert them. We just can't get to them without the fire, without your guys' constellation discs. They seem to act as keys. That's why we called you.
Well, then I suppose we should get moving then.
Yes. Let's go. He leads you back in and he goes, all right, folks. We've got a bit of a time crunch. I promised Dr. Adrian that we'd be there soon. And all four of you know the name Dr. Adrian. He's probably one of the most famous doctors, period. He's a species similar to humans, but they are very hyper intelligent and they're very long lived. He's lived for probably 300 years, which is relatively young for his species. But he's made quite the name in his advances in most of his discoveries. He's essentially, think of him as like the Indiana Jones of space.
So Han
Is it
Solo?
Fortnite?
I was about to say something way worse.
He's a historian.
Could I roll a culture check to learn, or at least to sort of know more about him?
Sure.
No shift up, no shift down, normal, no specialized.
God, that's so much faster.
Yeah. That is. Oh God, that was
Not a great roll, but
not a great roll, but that went by so much.
But it was a
Like
quick
butter. Like butter.
Like spreading butter on toast.
Joe hasn't gotten to use it yet because we keep having stuff happen at the Mythic game right now.
one.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah. I feel we don't get the chance to use it right now.
You're gonna get to use it. Yep. You pretty much only know that he's a famous archaeologist, essentially, specializing in creatures, specializing in early civilizations. Which is pretty much common knowledge. Hux, Atamar, you guys know a little bit more about him because you guys have both worked security for him a number of times. And he always seemed like a very friendly sort.
Got you.
Uh,
Would you know any like particular civilizations he studied, or is that
Make-
something we'd have to roll for?
Make a culture check.
Oh well, that's gonna be fun.
Rolling with the snag. And you still got an 11.
Yeah. I got an 11. Okay.
With
So
your
nothing beyond what you've already told us.
no, you do know a little bit more because you are familiar with him, and you would have at least had a conversation or two with him. Shalad never would have met him.
Got you.
Secondhand information is what I have.
Yeah, you would have firsthand, which changes the DC. You don't remember a lot of the specifics, but one name that always stuck out to you is of the earliest spacefarers. The Contraxians. They were a highly, highly advanced civilization that for some reason just disappeared about about 7,000 years ago. Right about the same time a lot of the other species started to come into space. Mind you, a galactic standard year is essentially 10 Earth years.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago.
It
Gotcha.
was a long, long time ago. People have, in this sector, as a lot of the race, as a lot of species tend to be spacefaring. And those that aren't are under strict. The Galactic Patrol says straight up, just if their species isn't advanced enough to be in space, you don't go to them. You stay off that planet at all. You don't go there. Which is fair. You were all led out later that day to the ruins. You were all take some speeders out there, and you get there. The ruins are huge, and you were led up to what appears to be a giant hole in the ground, and as you guys kind of descend down against the very, very back wall, there's a large temple-like structure kind of embedded in the wall itself. You approach, and there are several guards there. Hux, Atamar, some of your friends that you've worked with in the past. One of them actually waves at you a very. You've always found her to be almost overly friendly, to the point of being mildly annoying. She's short in stature, covered in fur. She looks like a damn squirrel. She looks like a 3-foot tall squirrel.
It's Squirrel Girl, but in space.
Squirrel Girl, but in space. But Hux, Atamar, you guys are also mildly terrified of her because you've seen her shoot. She doesn't miss. Ever. In fact, you've lost, Atamar, you specifically had lost a good chunk of money one day to her because she bet you she could shoot a credit off a tree at 500 yards, and she did it.
That's funny.
She kind of waves and she goes, Hux, Atamar, you guys coming to work too?
Yes, it looks like we are. I am not coming to lose money today.
Oh,
Mhm.
come
Before
on.
you start.
Come on.
No,
You s-
I'm coming here to make money, not lose it to you in a bet that I would most assuredly lose.
I think you need to make the better bets. One
I
that
think you just shouldn't
made
bet at
better.
all.
Atamar, you still owe me 50 credits. The other
I'll give
guy,
it to you later.
is a large bulking of a man. He's humanoid, but he has an eagle's head essentially. A lot of his species would be kind of what it's. There's rumors that his species is the whole reason for the story of Ra from Egypt. He goes,
Nice.
Leave them alone. You always try to steal the newcomer's money. Too damn good of a shot. Atamar, you don't owe her any money. You paid it back 2 weeks ago. She's just trying to scam you out of more. Again.
Feeling the need to wear a shirt that says, "Don't bet with me."
You know what? I think that would be rather amusing. Just getting her into a shirt would be funny as well. In and of itself, all she ever wears is these damn dresses. What? They're comfortable.
They are indeed very comfortable in the right fit. Good shoes also make them look marvelous.
I like you. You're funny.
I get
Hey,
Phil
aren't you
added-
that performer who did that play that one time on Galaxian 6?
Yes, that I play with my brother and our uncle.
That
It was
play
good, It was
sucked.
great. Well, they're very fulfilling. Although I think you missed our last performance. That one was quite fire.
No,
The
I'm the
whole
one
thing
who
was
set it
better.
on fire.
That makes sense.
The eagle-headed man goes, "Sorry about my partner here. She, as Hux can attest, has a bit of a bad temper when she's bored."
Very bad. So I would suggest you not bore her, my friend.
Reminds me of my cousin. Only with less fire.
Come along, then. You all, good to see you too. Oh, Primus. The doctor's expecting you. Yeah. He freaks me out too, sis. I know. He freaks everybody out. Watching him literally rip a hole in the wall kind of freaks a lot of people out.
Okay, then.
I don't think I want to go in there. The last time I was anywhere near somebody that could do that, they put me through the wall.
Simply don't make the doctor angry. You shouldn't have anything to worry about.
I don't have a good track record of that. She's obviously proof.
Render. Are there any, like, writings on the walls?
There are. There's a lot of symbology all along the walls. Yeah.
Could I roll to understand this?
Yes. Keep in mind, you guys do have 5 story points.
Do I want to roll it specialize is the question. I don't know. But nah, I don't want to do that. No shift up, no shift down. Normal, not specialized. Roll once. Oh, 17. Oh, full 6. That's a critical success. Let's go.
Yeah. You 17?
And the 6 die is that full, so critical success.
You you can read bits and pieces of it. It's not a language that's used anymore at all. It's the language of the Contraxians. It's a very ancient galactic script. It hasn't been used in, like, this is early Contraxian. Like, you studied a little bit in class, but it'd be like trying to read old Latin. The
Okay.
phrasing is weird. And a lot of it seems to be up to interpretation, but your best guesstimate, the only real words that really make sense to you are grid, power, and Eldress.
Eldress. Okay, grid power and Eldris. I'll keep this in mind.
With that culture check, I would say that you probably recognize the name Eldress as the name of one of the ships that was discovered 15 galactic cycles ago.
Interesting. Okay.
The contractions, it's in a museum at this point.
Sorry.
You are all led down the hallway. And at the far end of this hallway is the doctor. He's standing up against the wall and he goes, come.
What
S10,
does the
S10, good to see you, my lad.
Good to see you as well, Doctor. How are you?
Well, sorry about having to make him do the surgery on you. I was not anticipating that the disc I put in you would be the key.
It's fine. I survived.
Clearly. He scans you. Let's check your readings. Whoa. Seems this chip is far more compatible with you.
Yes, I found a new invigoration from it.
Excellent. Glad to hear it, my boy. Glad to hear it. Ah, Hux Admar. Did you both enjoy the drinks last night?
I did.
Good to hear it, my friend. Good to hear it.
Very good, Doctor. My compliments.
Yes, my wife made them. My wife made it. She brews. That's her hobby at home. She brews. She sent it in from Galaxia 6. I'd very much like to get ready to go home soon. So let's get this open. Each of you, place these there. Along the wall, this wall, you see spaced out at an even interval are 5 pillars. These pillars have a slot that looks perfect for constellation discs. And the constellation discs symbols are written on the front of them.
Oh, okay. Glad it's not a guessing game.
No, I've never been good at matching pictures with each other. I think it's this one, and he puts it into the one he thinks it is.
You place it on the pillar, and the pillar lifts up and then starts to glow.
I think
It's a faint, dull light at first, and then it starts to kind of like at the it starts as a white light as it reaches the top of the pillar, and then coming from the bottom of the pillar, a faint blue light is starting to like rise up, or not blue, purple.
I like the color, but I don't think that it is particularly happy with me. Things that light up don't usually end well for me.
Shalad walks over and places their constellation disk into the slot that should be it.
Again, you see it kind of pop up out of the ground a little bit, and then first it lights up fully as a dull white light, and then you see blue light start to rise up almost like a power meter until it reaches the
Well-
top and encases the whole thing.
Well, it looks like these aren't dangerous, Talix, so
I'll follow suit.
Atamar, you place yours in, and it comes up out of the ground. Again, a dull white light, and then a green meter almost, until it reaches the top. And these are just barely up out of the ground. Like, it's just a couple inches is all it really rose.
I'll do the same as my comrades here.
Again, we first initially see a white light dull, and then it darkens, and it gives off this dull gray light, reminding you almost of steel.
Hugs looks at the other 4 lights, and he goes up to where his designated slot is, and he says, fascinating. I wonder then what would happen when all 5 have been placed, as he places his disc into the slot.
First, it lifts up out of the ground, those couple of inches, dull light, then an orange meter. Once your meter actually reaches the top, though, the whole back wall slide like almost. This is a rounded room, and that wall literally splits, and then kind of seems to rotate, and the discs, all of them, detach. The pillars detach from the wall, and then you can see a thin rail behind these as they actually follow this rail along the hallway now that has appeared from behind it, and they all seem to be going straight down. Oh, don't just stand there. Follow.
Just gonna look at the other 4 and say, so who wants to take the plunge first?
Absolutely not.
Well, I'll go
Shalad
first.
is already walking down there.
And the doctor's like right behind Schlatt. Like, he's just happy-go-lucky, like, yeah.
I don't think this is particularly safe.
I look
It's
at
all ruined after all.
I look
Primus!
at Felix and
Drag him, please.
Not again.
I look at Hux and Felix. When I get paid standing here.
I'm not getting paid at all.
Yes, you are. I told you weren't getting
You
paid.
dragged me here.
Primus
Hugs
goes,
turns to Atamar and is like, well, fair enough.
I believe I was technically sort of dragged here by this gentleman, and he points towards the doctor.
He points at the big girl. He picks me up by the scruff of my neck after I was performing for children. He said I broke 12 laws.
oh, you probably
need-
did. It's pretty easy to do on this planet. Anything
Big
that
guy,
could be
you really-
misconstrued as mildly dangerous is considered a law.
All I was doing was juggling a few metal balls. That's it.
Yep,
Mm.
that's 12 laws right there.
I make a culture check to actually what laws did he actually break?
I'm going to also point out I'm comedic and I'm making people laugh.
Okay, I'm going to do an insight on the doctor to see if these laws are actual laws. If you will allow
So
me to
it's
do a little
Primus that said he wrote the laws. He's a different person. That's the ape man, and the doctor looks like a normal dude. He just looks like a man roughly in his 30s.
So yeah, could I make a culture check to see what the actual laws are and to see if Telix actually broke any of them?
Yeah.
Thank you. No shift up, no shift down. I'm not gonna use a story point to specialize. Oh, critical success. Nice.
Not a success. You're not familiar enough with Gotov
Ah,
laws.
shit.
Generally, the rule.
No,
Generally,
nothing.
when you have come to Gotov 5, it's always been under business. If you're not here, you do know that like one of the big rules. It's not necessarily a hard and fast law, but it's definitely a rule that pretty much everyone here does. If you're not here for a reason, you're not here.
I guess I'm not here at all. I just randomly ended up on this planet.
Well, your reason is it's a stopping point between this and your actual destination.
Oh yeah, that is true.
You were basically here to do an exchange when you kind of got basically picked up off the street.
That's pretty much what happened.
You're like, I'm supposed to leave tomorrow.
I was just walking through the market, and then this random man just told me, "You go over there specifically."
I was just educating children, and now I'm in a ruins.
Just
How I
an
got here.
Monday at Gotov.
What a transition!
One of
Events.
the laws you broke, Telex, that you do know you broke, like, is you were here without a permit. You were performing without a permit.
Never needed one before. I don't know why I needed one now. Very strange.
Very, very corporate, very corporate driven on this planet. So you basically need a license to do just about anything. Shit, Hux and Atamar each have like 6 licenses each for their various activities that they've performed on this planet.
Combined together, they are 12.
You guys kind of walk down the hallway, and it opens up into this solid metal room.
Is there any more writing?
No, but there are panels on the backside. In the dark, and they're still working. The doctor the excitement is palpable. He walks over and he starts kind of typing in, a very serious look on his face, and then he goes, "Oh, there's a data file here. Let's play it." And then the room projects, and suddenly it looks like you're standing in the center of the galaxy's cluster, the sector. As a large voice booms overhead. "If you found this, it means we failed. And our species is no more." As from the center of it, a like 8-legged creature appears, in like almost tentacled, as it And all of you recognize these as Centaurix, the lost race, the lost, like they were advanced because they were able to manipulate their tentacles in ways that most species wouldn't even be able to think of. And he goes, our race failed against the scourge of Dark Spectre himself. The morphing grid. Hopefully it does not fall. The morphing masters helped us by providing us the Rangers. But it seems the Rangers were not enough. If this activated, it means Dark Spectre has returned. And you are likely the descendants of the early Rangers. In it, like the galaxy spread, like zooms in to Go Top 5, and a scene begins to play. You see two Contraxians conversing, essentially. And you see species that look like your own scanning kind of against the walls. S10, you see yourself.
Oh.
This
Hey,
is this is bizarre. Like you literally, you're standing against the wall, and you're as it shows these constellation discs being formed by the yellow morphing master. Then it changes scenes and it shows Power Rangers battling monsters from Dark Spectre's army. And then it shows, unfortunately, their death. And S10, you were the last one left, and you basically make it back to the ship and are basically shut down from there.
Well, this is very surprising, to say the least.
Sorry I didn't tell you, my boy, but we found you on that ship. And I put you back together.
It is fine. You have my thanks regardless, Doctor.
Was the ship the Eldris?
Yes.
Fascinating.
I have no earthly idea what's going on.
It would appear you are the descendant of a ranger.
Which is very strange because my grandmother said she got the coin from a pawn shop.
Your grandmother
Yeah,
lied.
most of us are descendants of these rangers.
How rude. My grandmother never lies to me. Except for that one time she told me I was adopted.
However, oh, I'm sorry. Were you gonna say something?
I just imagine everyone just having this epic moment and just Atamar just putting his hand through the hologram. Me. Me. Me.
Like a cat playing with a laser pointer.
It's essentially what's happening here, and it's rather amusing. He's just like It's like it's like the four of you standing like seriously looking and watching this as Atamar's in the background just going, eh.
I'm not gonna lie, Telek
that-
zoned out at one point during all that. He's no idea what's going on. This is all very fascinating, but history has never been his thing.
Well, it would
history.
appear, my friend, that this Dark Spectre person, or force, whatever, does not matter, came here long time ago, wiped out these Rangers, and now he may possibly come back.
But we know for a fact that he already has.
Come again.
I think you should have led with that when you picked us all up.
I'm in agreement with him. Maybe you should have led with that, Doctor.
Yeah, you gotta get
And
it
then
with
that will be
negotiations.
taken exit.
You've
I
heard-
don't want to end up. And he tries to leave.
Primus literally just, you're not going anywhere.
You are not very.
Hear the doctor
He
out.
doesn't finish the
He goes, and the doctor turns and he goes, Did you all hear what happened to Pegasus 6? And all of you had. Pegasus 6 had just mysteriously, every person on it died. No real explanation. There was some attack, but for the most part, this sector has been pretty peaceful. Mild skirmishes, usually bandits, but not genocide. So it was a big deal. We found footage of the attack. And it was one of those. And he points along the wall. He points, and the scene has kind of frozen, and you do see the attack from this giant monster. That did it.
Well, he doesn't look friendly.
We've seen them
don't think so.
before. There's towards the end of the Contraxians race, they mentioned the Rangers a lot, so we knew they existed. And there's been other Power Rangers out there.
I'd always assumed that Power Rangers were just stories.
No, unfortunately, they are not.
I don't honestly understand what you think we're going to do, but these Rangers here presumably have the same powers that those coins are, and they lost. Unless they've weakened in the millennia since that happened, I don't think that we're going to fare any better than our ancestors. Or you did, S10.
As much as I hate to say so, I agree. Do we have any knowledge that could give us an advantage, Doctor?
Yes. If you look, there's only 4 there. You, Schlad, your coin is your constellation disc is what's truly different. You were created, that constellation disc was created specifically to combat Dark Spectre.
But why did it end up with me then? My species isn't even known for combat. We are diplomats, you could say. It seems very odd.
You're also scientists. Are you not?
true. But out of my entire species, I tend to lead more towards our history and archivals.
And that's the difference. Your ability to research and understand your enemy is what's going to be different. Do you see a blue ranger in that picture? And if you look around, you see orange, silver, green, and violet. No blue.
I guess that's true. This is a lot to take in.
And yours, you are what's different. And we want to combat. There are more rangers now than there ever were back then.
So, me.
Are you all down for the challenge? Of defending your home? Or do you want your planets to end up exactly like Pegasus 6?
You had me a challenge.
I knew I would have you. I wasn't worried about you.
I'm
I'm
a
worried about-
performer.
I'm worried about these two. And he
I'm a
points at
performer.
both Schlad and Telex.
I'm a performer. I don't fight unless I absolutely have to. And I don't want to fight that. At all. So
From
I would
my
rather
perspective-
I'd rather leave.
From my perspective, it would seem as though you do absolutely have to if you want to survive.
The disc is for whoever. Or is descended from them. I have a brother. You can use him.
The disc chooses its master.
It has chosen
I'm
you.
going to go. The moment I get a chance to go home, I'm going to thank my grandmother for giving me this thing. I'd still rather leave than do anything with this. But unfortunately, I don't seem to have much of a choice.
You'll be cleared
So-
about charges.
You'll find new ones. I don't see
No.
how that affects me.
One of the oldest laws on Go Top 5 is Power Rangers are exempt from all crime.
Oh,
It sounds ridiculous, but that should not have been a law because there are some very bad people that get this power.
It's backfired a number of times, yes.
Being a galactic hero may aid you in your quest for fame, and
I don't do it for fame. You're talking to the wrong brother in that regard. So,
it will
again,
give you large crowds to perform and to bewilder.
crowds never large crowd, small crowd. I don't care.
in a sense of entertainment, then, you could technically put on this suit and perform tricks with whatever equipment you get from this power, so
Think about how many young minds will be captivated by a real-life superhero.
Too many superheroes, in my opinion, have died pointlessly on battlefields, far, far away from any theater.
Let me ask you this, Telex. If not you, then who? No one else can unlock the Morpher. Only you can.
That has absolutely not been proven. I put a disc in its pillar and it lit up. That could be technology and not chosen one powers.
Really. How many times have you lost the disc and it's reappeared? It's reappeared the same day.
I've tried to lose that disc many times. It keeps coming back into my pocket. I think the children are doing it.
The disc itself is doing it. In fact, it's already back in your pocket.
If I ever meet any of the Morpher Masters, I'm going to slap them as well. I hope you all understand this. It's particularly that yellow one, since they made these things.
I don't see the necessity of picking fights.
I'd pay to see a Galactic action just being slapped.
As you kind of reach in your pocket and pull. Sure enough, you pull it out, and S10, you knew like immediately when the disc was back in your pocket because you have like your spatial awareness, like you have like sensors and stuff that are kind of bonkers. You can tell milligrams worth of difference in what you're carrying.
Whether you like it or not, Telix, these things have chosen us, and I believe it is our duty to answer this call.
I have no choice. I still protest to all of this. And I will slap that yellow Morphin Master.
Good luck with that.
Well, my friend, if we make it that far, I might just help you. See where this goes.
I swear. You better hope that I die before any of you, because I will try to slap you back to life.
Shalad perks up and finally says this, I would really need to think about this. I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes either. I just need some time to take this all in and give my answer then.
Well, let's start by unlocking the Morphers before anyone does anything else. It's completely pointless. The Morphers aren't unlocked. The pillars have gone to the center of the room and formed a circle. Inside the pillars are the Morphers themselves. Go place your hands on top of it.
S10 does so without thinking, just quickly placing his hand on it.
As you
Oh.
place your hand on it, a light comes from the bottom of it, and you see the outline of the Morpher first. Then it starts to solidify coming back from the top. As it wraps around your wrist.
Hux will be the next to follow suit.
Same thing. And there's clearly a spot for the constellation disc towards the front of it. Looks almost like a small projection type device.
Well, let's hope this doesn't pinch me. He just places his hand on the pillar.
Atamar?
I said I'd follow suit.
Okay. And again, you see it.
After everyone has put theirs in, I will then be the last one and do this thing as well.
Excellent. As it's... You see it. The doctor begins to like examine your morphers and doesn't seem like they'll... Seems like you can make them disappear by simply tapping it twice, and you, like, Hux, you actually tap yours twice, and it shrinks down to about this small band that just barely wraps around your arm. He goes, well, that's convenient. And he just, like, starts examining it. Will definitely make hiding your identities easier. Well, Doctor! Doctor! Come quick! What is it, lad? Gotov port's under attack! What do you mean it's under attack? I mean, monsters just showed up and are destroying everything.
I like the coincidence of this.
Well, seems you all need to go and take care of business.
It would appear so.
That I don't like that they found us that quick.
Given the connection with these things, it's not that surprising that at the moment we actually activate them, that they would be coming for us.
No, I'm afraid it's not. Primus, get them off world. I'll do what I can, sir. Quickly, this way.
What of the doctor?
I'll be fine, boy. My jet's here. I'll be...
Wait, us off-world?
Yes.
Would you rather die here without properly understanding our powers first?
Thought you'd rather not die at all.
I would not rather die at all. I'm going with Primus off this world. If you want to stay here, fight them. You can do that.
We're gonna have to fight to the ship. All we've got are speeders. His ship only suits one.
It will still be safer going and fighting our way to the ship than staying here and dying.
Yes, that is true. You got to get away from the ruins, if nothing else.
Oh, gentlemen, shall we?
Atamar, Hux, are your guys' vessels here? And Hux, you came with Atamar. His ship is at his ship is literally just like at the thing.
Yeah, okay. Hux says, I was with Atamar, and the last I checked, his vessel's still here.
Let's get you to it then. Atamar, is it large enough to house all five of you?
Not comfortably, but
It's a small transport vessel that you have. It's not anything big by any means. It's not classy, but it gets around.
YT 1300. Okay.
It's as you guys all get on the speeders and you head into town, you kind of go through and you guys come to the gates of the house. Basically, you guys come to the gates, and there, unfortunately, blocking your path is a monster and four strange creatures that you've never seen before.
What do they look like?
They are. They look like clay men.
Amen. No. Like hardened clay or
Like hardened clay.
oh terracotta soldiers.
Like putties. You know,
That's not hardened clay.
It's
Honestly,
like
you are
kind of
just
hardened.
Uh,
How do we know the putties are hardened clay? None of us have punched them.
true. Everything's black.
yeah, hold on a sec.
Did say I didn't have a token in the scene.
Everyone, just use your cursors to fly around. That's what we'll use to fight. Eh.
Quickly, evasive
Fine.
maneuvers.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh.
Yep.
You put Hux with the rest of the group. Who's like right there, I think.
Hey yo. I'm
Oh, this is
looking at
nice.
I'm looking at the sort of main bad guy right here. Damn.
All
Do we
right.
want to rearrange ourselves real quick for battle positions?
Go ahead. Quickly do it.
He's like right
Here.
there. Hux would be more towards the front here.
I feel like I would definitely be more towards the back.
I'm support. I'd be more toward the back.
Then get your ass over here.
As you guys all come up, Primus tries to rush past you, and the monster reaches out with an insectoid-like arm that extends out, and it grabs him and throws him against these crates
Oh,
over
no.
here. Why that's not working? That should be working. No big deal. Basically slams up against these crates, like right in here. Roll initiative.
Oh, good lord.
Yay.
It says there's no active combat encounter.
There is
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yay. Ah, shoot. Wait, can we use Red's follow me?
I
Not
am.
not
Yeah,
on
I am.
morph.
We're
No.
technically not rangers. Yeah.
Oh, you have to be morphed to use that?
Yes.
Alright.
Where's there's the initiative.
Hold
So
on.
you guys all
That
saw
is-
how to access your morphing sequence, right?
All I saw was
No.
macro. I don't know where that is.
It's in your macro bar. There's little. If you look down at your macro bar, there's a little button that looks like a folder. Click on that folder,
Folder.
and then you should see the word
Oh, there we go.
Power Ranger
Got
Morphs. Drag that to your hotbar and make sure your token is clicked when you want to click it. And then why don't we move you? You can see it. All right.
Hold up 1 second. Yeah, I don't have any skills in initiative. I need to roll another die.
Whoa, you can use the arrow keys in this? That's wacky.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
god.
it is kind of wacky. Even the WAA is D.
Can't seem to roll initiative again.
All right.
Unless 14 is already the lowest. No, it's not. Yeah.
I would like to spend a story point to reroll my initiative.
Okay.
If
All right.
everyone's okay with
I
that.
need that changed to E7.
Yeah, hold on just a second here. I'm trying to zoom out.
Wait, who rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1, but I'm going to reroll that with a story point.
Damn, boy.
No, no.
There you go. Reroll it. There you go.
20.
20.
Okay.
All right. You guys want to do a fancy dancy group morph?
Of course.
Of course.
Then it's
That's
time
like
to
required
march
of the first
the
episode.
Galactic Path.
Should we like count down or should we just kind of do it?
3,
Uh,
2,
2,
1.
Galaxy set.
Galaxy set. March. Now let me actually click on this.
Like
bitch.
March. See
Galaxy
the
set,
March part.
March.
Galaxy March.
Damn it.
That was perfect. I think that could not
Oh.
have lined up better.
You know what? It fits because we're coordinated. Let's go.
Indeed.
All right. Now
Alex,
that was
I'll forget
that was
what's
pretty
going on,
dope
and then,
that
oh, I
actually
gotta do
played
this.
on stream like that. I like that. That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hux, kick us off.
All right, give me just a second. Make sure this saved.
I never made unarmed combat.
Oh my god. I'm trying to save this. I'm trying to zoom out,
Just
but
scroll. Yeah, you're gonna scroll with your mouse.
damn shitty laptop. Just a second there.
We're good.
Scroll up, damn it.
I'm just saying.
Anyway, I can see this guy, so we'll go with it for now. 10, 15, 30. Folks is going to move right here. Let's pull up that character. He is going to try to punch this putty in the face. He says, normal specialized, roll once. He is, foul creature, get out of my sight. Oh, wait, I forgot. Meant to roll that on the combat thing.
I mean,
Actually, didn't matter. Doesn't matter.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it's not a weapon. So that's just going to be 1 blunt damage to his face.
1 stun, actually, which is still quite a
That's
lot.
right. Yeah. So 1 stun, that's because that's what punches do. So 1 stun to this guy
yeah.
right here.
1 stun. Which one? This one?
Yeah, the one directly diagonal from me.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. And then we'll go to the next one. Oh, we did not click begin combat.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
And Atamar, it's all you, my man.
Going to follow suit and move up to here, and pull out my blade blaster.
Okay.
And I will hit him.
Hit him hard.
I have specialization in bladed weapons. So will that work with the melee function of the blade blasters?
Okay.
I swing and I miss.
You swing and you miss.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right. Ba-dum-bum. Oh yeah, that's a miss. That's definitely a miss.
Yeah, that's a 5.
18 stun 1 definitely hits. All right, then it's going to be Telex's turn.
Yep. Then he is going to get to switch the right thing. What about here?
It's really convenient that this actually zooms out and stuff and everything for you.
Okay, I'm going to first off use free action to use Heart of the Team to give an upshift to let's go with Hux.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you aim for the center of the mass. These are rather putty-like creatures that might take them out a bit more easily. And don't be afraid to really Hux it up. And then he's just gonna take out the Blade Blaster and try to shoot the putty directly in front of him. That's it for Telex.
All right. 14. That is gonna. You're shooting this one.
Shooting this guy here.
Okay. Okay. All right. Then we got this buddy here. He's going to. We got a bit of movement here. 5, 10, 30. He's going to close in on Hux here. And he's going to. He's going to attempt to hit you. God, that's so much faster. 19, I think
So
that
much
hits.
A 19
It doesn't hit, does it?
does not hit me.
All right. Then we move on. The monster finally goes, "Huh? What? Rangers? Right, freak. We'll murder you, as my ancestors once did." Then he closes in on Mr. Purple here.
Wait, no. I'm the least threatening.
Ah! Then he's going to attempt to grab you. And a story point's going to be spent to roll specialized. $22 hit?
Yeah.
So you take 1 damage.
Wait, what did he do?
He ran up and just clawed him.
Ah, okay.
On a fun time.
Then we have this one who's going to close in right here and swing at Hutz. $21?
That will hit me. Me.
So in your sidebar, you should see what looks like a little first aid kit. If you click on that, that will turn on always HP, and you can just add and subtract as long as you've got your token clicked right there.
Got you. Which the first aid more. There it is.
All right, S10, my man, you're up.
Oh, whoops.
All right.
Did you kill?
I am going to.
Let me add 2.
I'm going to.
There we go.
Oh. Let's see here. Let me just make sure I can reach this fella. I can. I'm gonna shoot this guy right here, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
I have an upsense and upshift on this from acute sights.
Okay.
Pull up the thing. I have a specialization in targeting. It's been a minute since I've played this game, so I can't remember if that does anything.
Yeah, that allows you to
Roll a D2.
That allows you to roll both a D2 and a D4.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It's not going to hit.
All right.
You're,
Figures.
you
I never
roll-
hit in
you're-
this game.
All right. Glad.
I would like to roll an alertness check to see if these putty-like creatures have a weakness of some sort.
Roll.
So where... I forgot I don't have shit in alertness. This is gonna be great.
You're rolling with this. You can spend a story point to remove a snag if you have it.
Oh, okay. I'll do that then. Roll normal, and
that's why we added the checkboxes. 12, that's enough. Yeah, they've got a big button on their chest that has a large D.
okay. I yell towards my teammates who are at the forefront and say, "Punch those clay creatures in the chest!"
Oh, good, I wasn't just making that up.
Hit them in the D.
Hit him in the D. All right, you've got movement left.
Yeah, I got movement. I guess I'm gonna move towards Telix so he's not alone.
All right, that was your turn. That putty is stunned. This putty is going to close in right here and swing at flat. Uh, 17.
Let's see.
How does that work?
So when Morph doesn't hit,
Doesn't hit.
I'm not trying to dodge, so I'm using toughness.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. Good lord. Even with all this, even with as many as there are on the field, that still felt like it went so much faster.
Oh no, that did. That just like cream of the crop right there.
I think a large part of that is not having to wait on the rolls as long.
Yeah. Like, the roll 20 is rough when it comes to this system.
It's really not optimized for dice rolls in general.
This time,
Well, it is as long as you're playing 5e.
I don't play 5e very often.
Me either.
That's why I'm saying that.
5e supremacy is too good.
For Hux's turn, he's going to target that putty right there.
Okay.
And
Upshift.
he's going to like reach his hand out, and as he reaches his hand out, you just kind of see this orange light that kind of envelops his hand
Mm-hmm.
and it elongates and turns into a sword, which he is going to use to strike that putty down. Another supercharged essence is going to kick in. And he's rolling this specialized. Did that roll?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, why did that not roll?
Did you remove the 0?
Yeah, if you remove the 0, it breaks it. Rolling.
I roll one normal special shift level 1.
Using Widow's Kiss.
Yes.
Widow's Kiss.
That should roll just fine then.
Yeah, it should have rolled. But I'm not seeing it.
You are rolling it specialized, you said?
Yes.
Oh, why isn't that rolling?
Try just rolling the skill and not the weapon.
That's weird. That was working before.
I am going. To
Is your token selected by any chance? I don't know what's going on there. That should
Let's
be
try that now. See if it works now. No, it was previously it was on the guy I was targeting. Alright, so let's try this now.
Huh, I tried rolling it myself and it works fine.
for your weapon.
Did it still not roll? Yeah, still didn't roll.
Try rolling the Blade Blaster real quick, see what happens. There's got to be something weird about that weapon then.
Blade Blaster rolled.
So yeah, there's something wonky about the sword. Just create a new weapon.
Alright, well, the effect was going to be the same anyways. One shot to that guy.
I mean, it would be a crit because the 8 rolled an 8.
D8 rolled an 8.
Oh,
Oh yeah, the 8 did roll an 8.
So
Let's
that
go.
is-
Critical success.
That is -2. All right. So yeah, that particular weapon just needs to be recreated, my man.
all right. I can do that real quick.
Yeah, it shouldn't take you very long. Just literally add a new one and then copy the stats over. All right, Atamar, you're up, my man.
Okay, I see that Hux has done something, and I will see if I could do the same thing and summon my power weapon.
Your power weapon appears. Spending a free action to do that.
Yes. In my other hand, I am armed with a knife. And I stab him with the power knife.
Targeting the guy right in front of you, or the same guy Hux just hit.
The dude who is currently stunned.
Okay. No, he shouldn't actually be stunned anymore because he already went through his one round.
Out of curiosity, why didn't the putty attack?
Which putty?
The one that was stunned.
Because it can't. That's what a stun does.
Oh no, stun just says you can't use your move action.
Oh, I misread
Or-
stun then. No big deal.
4, and I will spend
Definitely
another
not
free
gonna
action,
Definitely not gonna hit.
and I'm going to spend a free action to activate a dodgy.
Okay. That means automatic snag, right?
Yeah. Pretty much, I get to use the full defense as a free action.
Yep.
So yeah,
Nice.
I mean, dodgy is the only thing that beats evasion characters. Yeah, so that's my turn.
Yep. You're up, Felix.
Yeah, seeing the other two summon a weapon out of nowhere, he's going to just raise up both of his hands and summon his power weapon. Oh, he has a violet staff in his hands
All right, cool.
with the free action. And he's going to bring this down on the insect's head.
All right. I believe that hits.
Neat.
Yeah, that'll hit. Oh. Yoink. All right. He's going to. All right. Does doing anything else there, Telex? Gonna move? Anything like that?
Yeah, he's gonna get away from the insect. He really doesn't want to be next to.
All right. This one's going to move here and attempt to hit the guy. It's going to try and hit you, Hux,
All right.
with a regular roll. That's a big fat nope.
That's a fumble there.
Yeah, which means I get a story point.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I mean, you're not doing anything. He can still hux them up.
Ha. See what you did
Flex
there.
it up.
All right. That one is going to. Now he's going to target you, Telex, with an energy beam.
That was a real good idea to move.
No, rolling normal. Spend a story point to give him edge.
Oh, that's scary.
Didn't
Yeah,
matter.
you got a hit.
Not a hit.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Then he's going to. 10, 15.
I'd very much like
20,
for us to defeat him
30.
before he can fire that at me again.
He's gonna move back here. That'll be his turn. Now we're on the putties that's right in front of Hux, and he's going to attempt to swing at you again.
Cool.
The regular roll. Oof, that is another fumble. But hey, that's another story point.
Oh man, this is insane. Anyway.
All right, S10.
Oh god, Eston's in the way back. I didn't realize that.
He's
Yeah.
way back there.
I'm gonna move on down to about here. I have little health, so I try not to get hit. And we'll once again try and shoot this same putty, and hopefully this time the stupid blaster does something.
Which putty?
Let me target it real quick. There we are. Let me stop pulling up the wrong sheet. Combat.
I don't
Galactic
think
pistol.
that really shows it for us.
No,
Oh,
it's like a tiny gray dot above.
Is it?
Yeah. So if I do this, oh nope.
Wait, the target selects.
That doesn't hit.
I did not think it would, because I can never hit anything.
It's not. It's so close, dude. It's literally a 10.
I know, but you'll learn very quickly. When it comes to this game, it is impossible for me to ever hit anything.
That's what you got to do. That's why you got to start spending story points for upshifts.
I already get up
If I make
I
you
still
guys or
lose.
him laugh, we get story points. We're not going to be hurting on them.
That's true.
My turn?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the end of mine.
So I pull out the... What did we call our sidearm? Jesus.
You just call
I
it
pull
top
out the
block.
Galactic Blade, and as its blade form, I sort of just try to puncture it in its chest, the one I'm targeting. The putty that is in melee.
Okay.
Shit. Does this one version actually have the... Okay, yeah. 0, 0. Normal rolls. Ah!
Nope.
What the heck?
I mean, that's just a. These guys aren't even hard to hit. You hit a 20 and you make them explode. Like, come on.
You know, that's the thing. Wasn't one of those putties supposed to explode?
Yeah, because didn't Hux roll a
Let's roll a
27?
27.
That would have been.
One of these three. One
I
of these
missed
two.
that. Where's that at? That was during the first round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
During this round, when he
Oh yeah,
used
no,
the
during
sword
this
weapon.
round.
18. Oh yeah. There it is. That would have been
Oh.
this guy. So
Although
he's
I do
actually
feel the
off
need
the
to
board.
point out that I have a very bad curse when it comes to minion characters. They tend to take longer than the actual bigger enemies.
I mean, we're fighting Z putties for some damn reason.
Because the regular putties are ridiculous.
The regular putties can be taken down with just
Lee
one hit.
stupid.
All right.
I mean, one normal hit takes down normal putties, and
Yeah.
you can do that on more.
They're great for if you're doing a horde, but if you just want to,
Mhm.
you don't want to be here forever.
They're great. They're great if you're starting first level and you haven't really gotten to the point to morphing yet. But at higher levels that we're edging into, not so much.
So that guy's gonna move up, and then he's gonna try and target you there, bud.
I'm gonna be with a snag.
Yep.
and the Fool, he's in solar strike distance.
Yeah. So a 10's not going to hit. And then this one is going to... Yeah, he's just going to straight swing at you.
I will
roll.
use
He's
my
gonna spend a
tokens.
story point, and we're gonna roll with an upshift of 1. Nope. Nope, that was the wrong story point. I need to put down mine. Hit the wrong button. And then we're back at the top of the round. Hux, we're back to you already. Good lord, these rounds are
Man,
just...
this combat smooth.
Yeah, the biggest hiccup is we had a broken weapon, and that was it.
That's the only hiccup in this game. Then this is going very well indeed.
I'm not kidding. You're not kidding at all.
Never mind. Hugs is going to see if this works now. He's going to take a swing at the putty next to him.
The one at the bottom here?
Yeah. Shift and one. Specialized with its sword. There we go. Now it works.
Damn. You make him
Uh,
go. You make him go
one
completely
shot.
kaput.
Oh,
Insta death.
Insta death. Let's go.
All right. Doing anything else there, my man? Gonna move or anything like that?
yeah. His move action. I'm going to try to move in front of the bug man. Oh, what the hell was that?
You moved your template. You created the template on accident.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, click this like token thing and like right next to the token control thing. Like on the sidebar to the left, click the square.
Let's move right there. Got you. He's gonna put himself right in front of here and say, "Okay, bug man, time to get squished." As he ends his turn.
Okay. Oops. Sorry, Atamar.
Okay, I would like to spend a power point to activate Solar Strike and punch this putty.
You don't need to spend the point to use a Solar Strike.
It's a power point to use Solar Strike.
Solar Strike?
Solo.
Solo strike. It's the Green Ranger thing.
Yeah, I know. Just,
Gonna spend a PowerPoint?
Yes.
Cool.
24.
Damn!
My fist goes through him.
That hits. That is going to do... Or any of those high level. The D6 is a 6, so that is actually a crit, so that'll be -2.
Aha.
Wait, you did solo, so that actually would be 3 damage, wouldn't it?
Solar Strike
that's not what
only-
Solar Strike does.
It only gives me an upshift.
Oh, okay.
I just put it in chat. Yeah, he doesn't need to spend the power
No
point.
power.
That'll be -2.
Yeah, the only one who has to spend a personal power for their thing is volley and power strike
Oh, never mind then.
and triple attack. Yeah, no, Solo Strike is whenever you're alone, it works.
pretty much. I still got to activate it because that removes my extra attacks.
You know what's great about if you do solo strike? If you click on the button in your character sheet, you can actually throw it into the chat.
Let me actually. That's what I forgot to put on my character sheet. Solo strike. Solo strike. Let me.
I know it's in the compendium.
It is not. But I could set it up later. Yeah, so that's my turn.
It's on your sheet now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I dragged it from Joe's sheet. All right, that's going to end your turn. All right, Telex, we up, my man.
Yeah. Telex is going to get here and going to use the secondary effect for the staff and fire a blast at him.
All right, cool. Going for the alternate, so doing energy damage instead of
Yes.
instead of blunt.
Yep.
Roger that. Fire away.
Just get the downshift. Let's spend the story point for edge.
You want to spend a story point? All right.
Yeah.
Roger that. Nice. 22. That is gonna... And you targeted which one? Which one are you targeting?
This guy. Big bad.
Big bad?
Big bad.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. And that's gonna be -1 energy damage.
Shouldn't it be 2 if it's based off of the power staff?
Unless the power staff specifically says it does energy 2 damage, then
It
no.
says 1 energy right there. I'm looking right at it.
Yeah.
Alternate effect. 1 energy.
That's going off of the stats in the book, unless they're wrong in some way.
Well,
No,
that's what
the
it
one
says
I-
on your staff. So
I
Yeah.
mean, if you open up
But
the golden
that's
power
in the
staff on the
book.
compendium, it's 1 sharp and then alternate effect 2 energy.
Yeah, but I don't know if that was correct because the book is stun and then 1 energy. So I changed it to the book stats, unless they're wrong. That's what I'm saying.
what's the
Let's
thing
not
you're using?
let's not worry about it right now. I think
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of the lunar lance, my guy. From the space weapon. The space weapons too.
Yeah, I'm using the golden power staff. I'm not sure the compendium is correct.
No, it's correct. Alternate flex, punt 1, energy 1, range, downshift 1.
If you're going off of what I have, I changed it to the book.
Yeah,
Compendium
Radiant
is
Book, that's what it actually says. If it's
Yeah.
the golden power staff, then
Yeah, it is.
yeah.
Yeah, you're mixing the lunar lance and the power staff stats.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's not. It's just energy 1.
Oh,
Golden
okay.
power staff is
Yeah.
energy 1, downshift 1,
Yeah,
and then
the
lunar
compendium-
lances, and then counter and booster mode.
The compendiums was wrong, based off of the book. So carry on.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Activating energy sphere. You know, it's going to first he's gonna step back 10 feet, and then he's gonna try and whip you there, Hux. And he's gonna spend a story point You roll with edge. I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit.
13, in fact, does not.
All right. That's 10, my man.
All right, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna really try this time to hit something, anything really. I'll go after this guy who is bothering the Green Ranger. The top. I'm gonna try and shoot him with this little Galactic pistol to see if it works.
You can spend a free action to aim.
What'd you say?
You can aim with a free action.
All right, then I'll do that.
So that gives you an upshift.
Yeah,
All right,
a singular upshift.
I get 2 upshifts.
Where's the second one coming from?
I have acute sight.
Ah,
Any
15.
non-alertness skill
Who are you
test.
targeting?
The putty bothering the Green Ranger.
All
Or
right.
my cursor's
That
over.
is going to hit. So that's going to be -1.
Oh, finally.
That guy has just not. Has bad. He's just been like.
He just keeps getting hit. It's wondering why I keep getting hit. These guys shouldn't be that difficult for me to defeat. Why do they keep hitting me? Stop hitting me!
Yeah, these guys got their powers like 5 minutes ago. How are they such a problem?
That one huxed up 2 of my friends. I don't like this.
Goddamn comedic.
Telling you guys that would be hurting.
All right. Schlad, you up, my man?
I guess I'm just gonna keep trying to do the same thing, where it's just try to hit this guy in the chest. You know what? I guess I'll use a story point to upshift by 1. Normal, not specialized, times to roll.
Who did you target?
The only one I can reach in melee range.
Yeah, that hits.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! All right. And that's gonna be.
Actually, I can move
Yeah, if you want to move.
over here. Yeah, all right. I am gonna move here. Come on. Stop pinging. Can you move me over here?
Are you sure you're on the right?
It won't.
Yeah,
let,
I'm
it
on the
won't-
right
It
one.
won't let you move because I've got that locked out. If it's not your turn, go back. Now you can do it.
And then as a free action, I am going to heal our Violet Ranger with... Where is it? I had it somewhere.
You click on it.
With Helping Hand.
You may spend 1 personal power mage. Member of a Power Rangers team within 60 feet.
Oh, it's in
Anyone else
60
been hit
feet.
more than me?
I think he's hit you once at least.
Yeah, I got hit once for 1 health.
So yeah,
I'm not
now
that
you're
bad.
back to normal. Congratulations.
Yeah. I'm full health now.
The only other one who's been hit is Hutz. So
Yeah, I think that it's more if we are in danger kind of thing than just waste willy-nilly. We don't really have that many power points at this stage.
Blue Rangers should only have 2.
Yeah, I only have 2.
All right. That's
Yeah, I
gonna.
feel like it's more of a this ranger's about to go down. I better make sure they get a heal.
I mean, you were the only one hit. I thought, hey, I should heal you.
So he's gonna try and swing at you again, Atamar.
I forgot to do dodgy, so that's just normal. Okay. So
It
that
doesn't matter.
is-
It doesn't hit. All right, that was. That's this guy right here. He's gonna
I am
target you,
using
Blue
my-
Ranger.
I'm using my toughness to defend. Let's go.
Just a sec. You hit the wrong button.
Okay. It meets.
18 hits. So subtract that damage. Just gonna be -1. All right, Huck's my man.
This time, Pugs is gonna move and try to flank this guy from the side. And as he goes to strike him with the Widow's Kiss, you see right before he brings it down, he switches his posture to a two-handed grip. So he will be. Let's go ahead and roll that.
He's going full Kampachi.
Oh, dang.
Why did that not? Oh my god! Why did that not save?
What do you mean it didn't save?
Yeah, I added. Okay, let me just add this again real quick.
Is it listed as new weapon?
It's about to be changed. Okay, you use. I think it was one short.
We'll the other one off here.
Should be. Oh wait, hold on, forgot. Let me edit this again.
Is it just a power? Isn't it just a power sword?
Yes.
Let's try this. Try rolling that one.
Thought it gold.
That one worked.
Yeah, I dragged that right out of the.
All right.
Whatever works.
He critted on the 10. Let's go.
You crit.
Yeah, so with two hands, that's gonna be 4 damage to that guy.
How do you want to do it?
Is he dead?
He did. He's not a high threat for your first encounter.
Oh, I thought he'd be stronger than that. Well, yeah, Hudge just cleaves him straight from the top.
What, is it energy? You're using energy damage?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
That
would,
once per encounter thing.
yeah, so technically be
Isn't that 6 then?
no. It would only be
He's using the
it would only be
two-handed
3,
one,
but
right?
that's still enough to defeat him because he's got resistance against energy. But that's enough to kill it. And that's going to be, I select that guy, and then he hits the button. As you kind of line up your power sword, you leap into the air a little bit. Your sword glows as you swing down and just cleave him, and he goes falls to the side. The 2 remaining putties start freaking out.
I'm gonna stab him.
You want to stab him?
Yes.
Okay. That's hit.
That is a 14, and that is actually a crit, a 6 on the 6.
6
So
on
another
so
2
6 on
damage.
6. That would be -2, so that is enough to destroy that guy. This this one putty's over here like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
I have no way. I wish flanking does something.
It'd be nice if
Because
it
I would
did.
have. That would be my turn.
Telex.
Yeah, let's get to the other. Let's go over here and just hit the putty with the staff.
Swing at it. It's enough. Barely, but enough.
Excellent.
And he's dead.
Just bonk the putty on the head.
And that would be
So combat over?
combat over. As you
Where's Primus?
as you each Primus is he's still basically right here, but why won't it I don't know why it won't ping for some reason. It's letting everybody else ping.
Because you made your hand invisible.
No, it's just not pinging for me. But yeah, he's basically right where Get Rexed and VT's is.
Okay, so I go over here and use, or not use just yet, but how is his condition?
Not great.
Not great. Yeah. I only we had a med kit. Jeez. Oof. You know what? I'm gonna roll a science check to see how bad it is. Like what if he has any broken bones or whatnot.
He does. You can see it pretty much right away because he's unconscious from what you can see, and then a very quick. Go ahead and give me a very quick science check. DC 10.
No shit up, no shit down, normal.
You can see that he's hurt, but you're not sure how hurt.
It's got a broken arm. I'm pretty sure he's hurt bad.
Assume I have some medical kit on my ship.
Yep.
So let's just take him to my ship.
Right, we're carrying our big ape-like friend.
Okay.
We are morphs, so it's not gonna be harder. Well, it's gonna be easier.
You guys pick him up and get him onto the ship. And once you're on the ship, you all power down, kind of sit down. Atamar and Hux, you each take your places. Atamar at the pilot seat, and Hux, you kind of co-piloting and starting the navigation systems. You get a call come through from the doctor. I saw the footage. Well done. Well done. You all did a very well job for your first outing as Rangers.
Much appreciated, Doctor. But it seems not all of us escaped unscathed.
I see that. Adama, don't you have a med kit on your system there?
Yeah, I told the others where it is.
All right, take care of him. Head to Galaxia 6. You're gonna need the Eldros.
All right.
All right. Yeah, Hux will kind of, as the others are doing what they do, Hux is going to kind of punch that in to the navigation system.
You end up taking care of him. Several days go by, and you make it to Galaxia 6. What do you want to do in the meantime as you're traveling? It's about a 4-day travel across the system in a cruiser this size.
For the travel, I mean, I don't know if I could, but could I technically try to upgrade? Technically?
You could try. But if you're trying to do it in that little a time, I'm going to increase the difficulty. But you can make a science check, yeah.
Actually, I don't make a science check. I make a check depending on what skill die is attached. God, I don't even know why they decided to do it that way.
Seems to me it should be a science check to me, but that's just me.
I'll still roll science. I just need to look through. Shit. Right. You're adding 10 to that check. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually going to be hard.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I succeed. Because I don't know what else to do while we're out.
That's fine.
Yo, wait, I made it? Holy shit.
You hit it. Barely, but you hit it.
Barely.
DC on that was 20.
Yo, yeah. DC was 20 because I was aiming for the upgrade frigid.
So you apply the upgrade. It takes you all 4 days to do. You kind of spend the whole time sitting there working with it. What about Hux, Atamar? You guys doing anything?
With Shaletta upgrade, I'm going to see if I could upgrade my blade blaster to give it the balanced grip. So I could use finesse instead of might.
Okay.
That would make it a difficulty 10 to actually put it on. So
But you're also trying to do it quickly, so add
Okay.
10, add 5 to that.
okay,
Because the balance is, you're just tweaking the weight of it. You're not.
would you allow me to use finesse and my specialization?
If you want to spend a story point.
Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah, go for it.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Use them or lose them.
I can always make more.
uh,
I don't make it.
No, you did not.
Well, Hux isn't doing anything specific. He's mostly just kind of like meditating, things of that nature.
And what about you, Telex, S10? What are you guys doing?
He is basically just being a clown and practicing his tricks.
S10 would be just trying to figure out the workings of the ship just to pass time.
Okay. It doesn't take you a lot. You're part machine yourself, so you just kind of, you get a pretty good understanding of how it works just by being in it. Once you guys arrive to Galaxia 6, you all touch down, and you kind of head down. Primus is doing much better now. The med kit worked really well on him. He goes, he radios ahead and gets you guys all some lodgings and stuff. And he goes, well, I'm going to take this footage to the Senate, and hopefully we can get you approved to take the Eldros. Because the Eldros houses your Zords. I'm pretty sure the Eldros is a Zord.
oh no, you did. I knew this was gonna happen. This is too good.
And you said it's a carrier Zord, so you did this to yourself.
Let's fucking go.
Your sword belongs in a museum.
That's what I was thinking when he said, like, the Eldros was in the museum and whatnot. This is my Zord, isn't it?
Technically, all of the Zords are there.
Yo! I am happy. I am so happy.
I mean, to be fair, I did model mine after a action museum piece.
You all end up going in there. You guys end up being requested to appear before the Senate in your morphed forms, to keep your identity secret, and you all display the monster attack. There was a lot of destruction, unfortunately.
Damn.
Several people did lose their lives, but because you were there, you prevented more from being lost. The Senate takes a vote, and it is agreed that you will gain access to the Eldros. Once you are given the ship, you are then tasked with beginning the process of hunting down Dark Specter's forces and finding out what he's up to, what his goal is here. You go through and get on the Eldros. The Eldros is a large ship, reminiscent of a freighter. Inside the Eldros are 4 other Zords. An orange spider, a purple train, a green tank, and a silver fighter.
Shalad goes and says, I don't see a blue Zord in here.
I am the Zord!
Hello!
Don't like that.
And it kind of echoes throughout the whole of the Zord. I don't know what to tell you. I'm the AI of this thing. I am the Zord. I am the Blue Ranger Zord. I was made specifically to house the others.
That is quite a thing to. So wait, I sorry, I'm just like a bit
First-
shocked that I kind of own this entire ship.
Yeah, you're technically the captain. You're the captain. But
we're supposed to go
Hux
live
is the
in it.
leader. So, congratulations.
I don't feel comfortable living in a ship that can talk back.
Why
I'm sure
not?
you've nothing to worry about.
Primus kind of looks at you and he
say
goes.
that, but
Primus kind of looks at you and he goes, "Never seen AI in spaceships before? They're everywhere."
all the ships that I interact with do not have talking ships that interact with the civilian population.
There's a
Have you
major
been on a ship in the past 50 years?
Yes, unfortunately, those have have a lot of restrictions on their AIs.
Primus,
Well, my
you know
friend,
Primus, you know there's a difference between VI and AI.
Also, I don't have a good track record with AI in general. No offense, that's 10.
None taken.
Eldros also goes, none taken! As the big booming voice echoes throughout the ship.
I feel like I'm going to anger them, and they're going to lock me in a room.
you'll get used to it, my friend. Welcome to the wider cosmos.
Are there
I want to-
quarters for us here?
Yep, this way. And lights kind of appear along the wall. And
Is mine the same as it was?
Do you S10, do you remember the old days?
Not particularly. I'm sorry. I was depowered. I don't remember anything before I was rebuilt.
That's unfortunate. Well, perhaps you'll be able to remember in time.
Hopefully.
As you kind of walk down the hallways, you are basically shown by the use of like running lights. Essentially, it looks like LED strips that are basically pointing a certain way. You guys are all shown to these 5 rooms, kind of at the end of the ship. Really good size rooms, like probably 30 by 30. So really good sized bedrooms. With every amenity a person and or robot could ever need. S10, yours literally has your name on it. In Contraxian. In fact, the name of all the original Rangers was there. In Contraxian.
So, so like purple, violet, silver, orange, green, all had rooms respectively because of their ancestors. So then what Do I even get a room?
You get that
Yes.
room over there that has all those boxes in it.
There is a room there for you, and
I just imagine it's
But
like
there was
Bendy's closet
no-
room.
but there's no like name on it. In fact, there's probably 15, 20 rooms total.
Yo.
You get your pick of rooms.
I take the ship captain's room. They hired a pilot.
This is where you find out that Hux's room is the ship captain's room.
He has the leader's room.
Which is better than the ship captain's room.
Technically, yeah.
You
I just want to go in there and find a sailor's hat to put on.
you after some time, you were eventually led up to the command deck, and the command deck has several stations. And a video appears as you guys kind of are there, and videos here are done through holographic projections. And you kind of see a step in time. There's there's like 5 or 6 Contraxians, the Rangers, and a couple other individuals, all basically piloting this, and it shows them in the final moments before being destroyed, as a warrior clad in black and pink appears and straight murders everybody.
It's the Ranger Slayer.
No, far worse.
And
Didn't
then
anticipate watching myself die.
you see her look at, in S10, you are the last alive, and what she does is she essentially rips your core out. Once she basically destroys it, she breaks the morpher, and she tries to rip your core out. But you've gathered up the 5 morphers, and once your core is actually ripped out, you teleport away. You are shown running down the hallway towards a large pad, and you step on the pad and you teleport away as she tries to grab you. The scene changes to you placing the morphers in the pillars and going to a different section and placing the constellation discs. And the last thing you say is, find worthy masters in their descendants. And you push a button, and the 4 disappear. Or 3 of them disappear. 3 of the constellation discs, and you place a 4th, as well as the you place a 4th on the thing, and you push the button, and it teleports away. Then it shows your ancestors receiving it, and then you see them pass from hand to hand to hand throughout time. Hux, as your race is longer lived, it only changes hands maybe 5 times. But for the shorter lived race, you see it throughout the generations. Until It shows each of you receiving it when you're young.
I have
As
mine in the cave. Sorry.
and Schlad, it finally shows you. What's different about yours is yours was uncovered by your great 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 grandfather. So it's only gone through about 4 generations. And your great great grandfather had no idea what it was, but every time he tried to get rid of it, he couldn't. And that was kind of true of everyone in your family. Once they were born, it was basically always attached to their person in some way or form. And constellation discs definitely have a mind of their own.
That's crazy.
As each of you settle in for that, after your first real mission, the scene changes. To a month earlier. We see a tear at the very, very edge of the Centauri sector. We see a tear in reality as a ship and several others follow behind it, coming through the portal. We zoom in. We see 6 warriors, standing each. One in red, one in black, one in blue, one in green, one in yellow, and standing in front of them, one in pink. The warriors start to fight each other, sparring. Pink eventually emerging on top. Well done, sister. Still as strong as ever. Indeed, sister. Our brothers here are too weak. As she looks over. Indeed. Red and pink have always been the strongest. And pink by and far the strongest. That's why I will be guarding the gate while you all go and destroy Earth. Find us that crystal. Yes, Lady Pink. Each of the Psycho Rangers teleporting away, till Pink is left alone. She sits in her chair, and Dark Spectre appears before her. An image on the screen. And so the conquest of a new galaxy begins. Yes, Father. I've told you to call me Master. Very well, Master. Defend the portal. I am coming. Yes. Send out monsters into the galaxy and begin to take over. Now. At once, Lady Pink. It was 3 days later that the attack on Pegasus 6 would occur. Unexpected. That planet never stood a chance. But now, thanks to the march of the Galactic path, perhaps the galaxy can be saved. Find out next time on Power Rangers Galactic Path. Thank you for joining us for part 1 of 4. When next we see the Rangers, several weeks shall have gone by, and they'll have saved a couple of planets. Join us at level 5 next time on Power Rangers Galactic Path.